Hey, girlfriend. Waiting to see who's gonna pop on. I absolutely love the summertime, girlfriend. Honestly, like, there is nothing that makes my heart happier than summertime. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait to see who's gonna pop on, to see who's here. If you're in the chat, definitely let me know. Go ahead and give me a hello, what's up, how you doing? Any one of those, all of those work. I don't see anyone in the curl chat just yet. I'm hoping that all of my settings are correct. Sometimes things get a little bit wonky here on the back end of stuff. But of course, today's topic is five natural hairstyling mistakes to avoid at all costs. Hey, Mary, what's up, girlfriend? Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for making time on your Friday afternoon, going into the evening to come out to find natural hair and chill and relax, all those kinds of things. Hi, Asha. I hope I'm pronouncing your first name correctly. I believe your last name is pronounced Beswick. Thank you so much for coming. So I'm gonna hop on to these tips super duper quickly, just because today is a little bit of a here and there type day for me. We are entertaining a lot of family at the end of the month, and so I'm just kind of here, there, and everywhere trying to figure the things out. I should say that I'm actually on TikTok now. So if you are on TikTok and you're interested in hearing things about, myself outside of hair, there is hair content there, but there's also other content as well. Travels, home renovations, DIY, then definitely come to TikTok to check that out. Hey, Blazing Saddles, I like your name. That's really cool. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, number one, y'all know I'm gonna say, I say it all the time. Fine hair gets weighed down really, really easily. So the thing about fine hair, it's light, right? And you want to go in with lightweight products. Now, I know from hopping in the community tab, some of us have actually seen quite a bit of success by using heavier products like shea butter, maybe not going in as heavy handed with it. But I would say for the majority of us, especially if you're starting out and you're not quite sure what's going to work for you, maybe you're a beginner to the natural hair space, I would recommend that you go in with a lightweight product. I'm going to stop right there to say shout outs to the replay gang. I know there's quite a few of us who will hop on to find Natural Hair Rocks and check it out after the fact, after we've already gone live. I do go live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Friday. And so we're here. If the link isn't up, best believe if I haven't said anything otherwise, we are absolutely here. We are absolutely going live together. So, in terms of that product, I really do believe that you should go ahead and try out this one right here. It's one of my favorites. My stylist, Zarmarla, out in, I want to say she's in Ajax. She definitely did recommend this. Not affiliated with the product, with the company in any way, shape, or form, but I have found a lot of success. This is the Earth Tones Naturals Perfectly Twisted Curl Styling Cream. It's lightweight, a little bit goes a long way. I find that it does have a tendency to lock in the curl. So if you're doing braid outs, you're doing twist outs, any of those kinds of things, you can absolutely get a good braid out, a twist out, a good style with this particular product. Now, I haven't tried it on wash and goes. I know there are curl friends out there who absolutely adore wash and goes, but I would imagine it should be able to work. I mean, if you're putting your products on your hair, maybe you started off with, of course, with a fresh wash, and then you go in with your leave-in conditioner, and then you go in with your styler. This should be able to work. I don't see why not. So, the tip number one is to avoid, for the majority of us, using heavy products. Now, I will say, if you are somebody who benefits from heavy products, you like the look of heavy products, you've been using heavier styling creams and it's been working for you, then absolutely keep doing that. These are simply guidelines, best practices for most. But if you're falling into a different category, things are working differently for you, then absolutely continue doing that. What's not broken in your hair regimen doesn't need to be fixed. Absolutely. Hey, Nadoom, what's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for coming on through. Tip number two is that you're going to want to avoid overloading your hair with product. So even if you go in with styler like the one I mentioned earlier, and you're slathering on a ton of product, girlfriend, I've been there. It's meant to make the hair really flat. It's going to make it really stuck to the head. It's going to look, you're going to lose volume, right? It's one of the reasons why if you click this video and you saw the thumbnail, you would have noticed one style was big, beautiful, voluminous, and then the other one was really, really tight. It wasn't really curled. It didn't have as much volume, but it had a lot of definition. Now, both of those styles are gorgeous. One, of course, is a blowout. The other one is a wash and go. But in my experience and for my hair type, I do prefer blowout styles because you can play with the frizz, you can play with the lightweight nature of a blowout and achieve the volume and the thickness that we're all going after as fine naturals. Tip number 3 that is a huge one is you want to, you don't want to be skipping heat protectant. So many of us are out here, we are doing blowouts, whether you're using the, like what I like, that's, whatever, like if you're using that, fantastic. If you're not using that, say for example, you're using a blow dryer, whatever, I think we've moved past the point in the natural hair community where we're saying like no heat ever. That's not where I'm at. I think that there is a place for heat if you're using heat in healthy ways, even for fine strands. Now, do we want to be out here using heat every single day? Of course not, right? You will have fried and off hair, right? No, what we're looking for is a heat regimen that you use more than maybe 1 to 2 times per month. If you are in a situation where, maybe there's an anomaly month and you need to use it every single week, then you can absolutely do that too. But you got to make sure that you're using your heat protectants. So for me, this is an oldie but goodie. Girl, I've been using it for years. And this one is the Chi Silk Infusion. This is their Silk Reconstruct Complex. They've got it in Winners. They've got it in Marshalls if you're in the US. Of course, they probably have it in TJ Maxx, Burlington, like all those places. Yes, I know it. I like to shop in the US. But I've seen it, right? I've seen not only the Silk Infusion, but I actually saw the shampoo and the conditioner as well too. Girlfriend, if you're enjoying this live, go ahead and smash the like button. Also, if you're new to Fine Natural Hair Rocks and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit up the subscribe button, hit the notification bell button as well too, so that you never ever miss another video. I usually upload on Mondays, and I definitely upload these live streams just this every single Friday. I see Joshua says, Betty, where are you? I want Betty, where are you? Sorry, Joshua, Betty is not up in these streets. I don't know if you're trolling, but yeah, there's no Betty here. I'm really sorry to help. sorry, there's no Betty here. Anywho, back to regularly scheduled programming. This Chi Silk Infusion is fantastic. If you're not using this, then definitely find something that is on the market that's meant to heat protect and when you're styling your fine natural hair, because you don't want to be burning those strands off, right? Tip number 4 in terms of a fine natural hair styling mistake to avoid at all costs. This one goes out to our DIYers. And when I thought about this, I was like, I'm not sure if I really want to talk about this one, because I'm fully aware of the fact that like other regions of the world do not necessarily have access to the same hair care products that the UK, Canada, and US have access to. But nevertheless, I think it's important to say, and that is to maybe avoid the DIY process when it comes to heat protectants. So there are some oils out there that you can use in a heat protectant type way to avoid your strands from burning off when you are going in with blow dryers and other heat tools. Flat irons, of course, if that's your thing. But personally, I would say if you are looking for very healthy, fine, natural strands, you're trying to do the best of the best of the best, I would definitely avoid using DIY heat protectants. I have only ever used a DIY heat protectant once. I can't remember which oil it was. It was a natural oil. I'm not even going to mention it because it might be the wrong one. And then I know someone's going to be like, well, that's the reason it didn't work. You're not supposed to use that oil for that purpose. So I'm not going to say which oil it was, but it was an oil that was popular at the time as a natural alternative to the heat protectants that are typically commercially available. And so I did go ahead, I used it and ended up suffering from some breakage, suffering from some heat damage. So if you are somebody who likes that blown out look, you're like me, you kind of like to see volume and thickness, then definitely stay away from those DIY products. Now, tip number 5 is a huge one as it relates to fine natural hair styling mistakes, and that's ignoring the good protective styles that are actually going to grow your fine natural hair. Hey, Jeanette, I see you. I see you. So if you are, styling your hair, and you can enjoy wash and goes. I think that there is a place for wash and goes as a protective style. But if you are out here and you're never ever using protective styles, you're not, maybe you're not somebody who likes wigs, that's fine, but you're never twisting your hair on up and just wearing them in the beautiful twists. You could wear your beautiful twist on top of your head, you could wear your gorgeous twist to the back. There's so many different ways that you can wear these twists, right? And at all, I think, lengths too. If you're somebody who's doing that, I feel like that's really going to take your hair to the next level in terms of like implementing protective styling. Now, for me personally, I know this isn't for everybody, but what has really worked amazing for my fine strands is leaning into half wigs. So half wigs have allowed me to do exactly what I'm doing right now, although I'm not wearing a half wig, but it has allowed me to go ahead, apply the half wig, gel up the front, throw on a little headband, keep it moving. That works for me for work. It works for me for the gym. It works for me for going out, date night, whatever, it works, right? And so if that's not working for you though, then I do feel like you should lean into other half wig type of protective styles. So maybe you could do like a head wrap, the satin lined, of course, because we got to be careful with the types of materials that we have rubbing up on our fine strands. Another amazing protective style for fine strands is buns. A simple bun. If your hair is not long enough to do a bun, then maybe you can bring everything up to the top with the good old hosiery, just, pull it to the top and just have your curls on top of your head. Anything really to avoid those curls from rubbing up on abrasive materials. So I really do feel if you're looking for other protective styles, of course, there are further videos about this right here on Fine Natural Hair Rocks. I do encourage you to go ahead and check out what will be here at some point in terms of other upcoming videos related to protective styling, related to the best types of styles that are going to really help you achieve thicker, fuller, more voluminous, fine, natural hair. There's a huge misconception out there that natural hair cannot be fine. Natural hair, is just always thick and full and plush. But of course, if you're here watching Fine Natural Hair Rock, and I am a living testament to the fact that fine natural hair is a real thing, and you absolutely do need to approach your hair care from a different perspective. So, girlfriend, that's it. That's all. I know we usually hang together for about an hour. We're back and forth, all those kinds of things. What I will ask you is this. If you're enjoying these live streams and you want to see more, definitely let me know what's on your mind. Let's connect on something that is, on your mind related to your natural hair journey, maybe your level up journey, whatever it is. And your question, your comment that hopefully you'll be able to put in the comment section down below might show up as a feature video for one of our next live streams. This has been so good. Thank you so much for watching, curl friends. I will see you in the next live stream, the next video. Look out for the next one on Monday. Bye.